Sean, it goes without saying this is a huge game. You've been boosted by the return to fitness of three key players in Matty Ashurst, Riley Dean and Ted Chaplow. They've made the 21. Do those three have a chance of being involved on Friday?
Yeah, they're very good players. They've been really good all year for us, so we'll see how we get through training tonight, and fingers crossed we get a couple through, and that will boost the squad for this game on Friday night, because like you said, it's a massive game.
What's your focus been on this week? You've been on such a brilliant run, and then there was a bad day at the office last weekend at Featherstone. So what's your attention been focused on leading up to this Halifax game?
More focusing on us really, getting back to our standards, how we play and how we defend, what we do with the ball. Probably, it's wet conditions, so we need to play semi-final footy, and we've got a game plan. We won't go into it too much, but we've got a clear game plan, how we want to play, we want to defend, and it's all about going out there and executing, because maybe not next week, it's all about this week on Friday night, and we've got to empty our tank and make sure we give our best performance of the season, because Halifax is playing really good at the moment, so they'll be coming here fired up.
Yeah, they're on a 5-match winning run, which is exactly the same run. If we take the Featherstone game out of the equation, the last game of the season, exactly the same run that you guys were on before that. So these are two sides going toe to toe at a point in the season where they're hitting their straps.
Yeah, for sure. They look like they've simplified the game. Halifax, they're just focusing on effort areas and kick chase and line speed. So we know what we're in for. Our boys will be prepared, for on Friday night, and we need to turn up with a real great mentality and be real ruthless on Friday, because ultimately what wins games, it's not the flash plays, it's just about effort and kick chase and doing all the fundamentals well. So luckily we've got a few boys in our team who've played in some big games, and know how to win semi-finals, so we'll be leaning on them quite a bit, and everyone else go out there and do the job, what's best for the team.
That was going to be my next question. The leaders that you have assembled in this great squad of yours could come into their own in games like this, couldn't they? You've got leaders all over the park, and when there are moments, and I'm sure there will be on Friday night, when the game is on the line, you will be looking to the Drinkwaters, the Brileys, the Wildies to see you home.
Yeah, for sure. They know how to win big games and tight games, and I'm pretty sure it will be a tight game. It's not going to be a blowout on either side. And sometimes you've got a plan going into a game, and you're like, this is the plan. But sometimes when things aren't going your way, you start to doubt yourself a little bit, and that's when the leaders need to step up and go, well, hang on a minute, we've got this. We know how to get through these games or these moments, and how we win the momentum back and stuff like that. So yeah, we're leaning on them quite a bit going into this Friday.
What do you take from the two previous games this year against Halifax? There was the very convincing victory here, and there was a very nervy end to the victory away from home. What have you taken from those two games that might be useful in this one?
That we're going to have to play for 80 minutes. I thought Halifax, when we played them here the first time, I thought they was outstanding for 40 minutes. We couldn't get out of our half. We only got, I think we got a couple of penalties, went the other end and scored, and pretty much you don't get too many chances in good ball. But we need probably to ice those chances. And then, yeah, at their place it was just really hard game. It was narrow pitch. They tightened the line up in defence, and they just got off the line and actually won the physical battle for most parts of that game. But we showed some grit and resilience, to get over the line, and we defended our line for quite large periods of that game. And that's probably one thing we've got to do at weekend is defend our line for periods of the game, whether it's 1, 2, 3 sets. We've got to keep turning them away, and if we get a chance at the other end of the field, we've got to ice it.
And as a final thought, it's a Friday night fixture, the second one of those we've had this year under the Friday night lights here at Boundary Park. You'll be wanting to hear the Joe Royal stand, I know, as your 18th man. So what's your message to the Oldham fans ahead of kick-off?
Yeah, get down, support us. You've been unbelievable all year. Yeah, thanks for everything that you've done this year, but like I said, we're not finished yet. Hopefully we've got 3 games left, and we always talk about the next games are most important, because there may be no next week, and this game's super important. So get down, support the lads. we need you on Friday night, and it's going to be bouncing.
All the best, boss. Good luck.
Cheers, George.